Good afternoon. Today I'm going to make a couple of farmhouse loaves. I have my scales, I have my mixer, there's the hook for mixing the dough. So I pop that in there, a bit of dust inside my bowl. Attach the hook. Now let's weigh out the ingredients. First, a strong white flour. Turn the scales on. It's all in grams. I need 500 grams of flour. Oh, here we go, here we go. And we're there. 500 grams of flour. 8 grams of salt. Fantastic. 7 grams of fast-acting yeast. Beautiful. Place that in the mixing bowl. Now for the wet ingredients. Now for the wet, I had 310 grams of warm to hot water. It aids in the proving process. Roughly right. And then 45 grams of extra virgin olive oil. So we'll zero the scales, make sure we get the right amount. 45 grams. You can use fat or lard. Personally, I prefer olive oil. 45 grams. Add that to the dry ingredients. I don't know why I'm shouting. And then start the mixing process. Slower first. So leave it on slow for 5-6 minutes, then we'll increase the speed and see where we go from there. It's all good stuff. As you can see, the dough's coming together quite nicely. Continuing this vein, as you can see, it looks like it may be a bit runny, a bit too wet. If that is the case, just add a bit more flour. Let it continue to mix. Alternatively, if it's a bit too dry, just add a tad more water. Okay, let's leave that to mix. And we'll come back in a few minutes. Now consistency is right. Turn your machine up to a higher speed. And let it mix for a good 6 to 7 minutes. Make sure everything's bound together. Now wait for it to bake and give it a try. Great machines these. They're not that expensive either. This one cost me about £49. Marvellous. There we go. The dough's out of the machine. Put the hook back in. Now we give it a good knead, because this will ensure the gluten's activated, which makes it a nice tense dough. Therefore it will not collapse once in the oven. You can feel it becoming quite tight. I round it up. As you can see, you get a nice smooth outside. Pop it in a nice little glass bowl or any bowl you have available and just cover it. That will increase in size considerably, as you will see. I like to let it prove for about half an hour knock it back, and shape it into the loaves I'm going to make, cover them and let them prove. It's the best way. Trust me, I'm a baker. Okay, been about half an hour or 3/4, whatever. As you can see, it has considerably increased in size. So let's pop it out. Not being rude. All the remnants of dough from the bowl. Place that on one side and just knock the air out of it. If you listen carefully, you might hear. Then we cut it into 2 pieces. This is a bench scraper. Every baker you've ever known will have one of those. Okay, let's get it into a nice shape. And place it on here. Oops, the seam is on the top. We don't want that, otherwise it will just open up. So the seam underneath, as you can see, and you want the seam to go on the bottom like so. Just get a little bit of flour. Just to dust them with. There we go. This is quite a sharp knife. Just put a little split down the middle, like so. Then we recover. Let them prove to a reasonable size. The oven's actually on, so it should be the required temperature when I come to bake these little beauties. That is it up to now. Okay, enough time has passed since I covered it, proving it's been about another half hour, 3/4 of an hour even. And there you go. These are ready for the oven. So I'm going to pile them in. When they're baked, I'll bring them back out. 2 nice little farmhouse loaves, excellent for sandwiches, even better for toast, because they're quite small and they fit nicely in the toaster, unlike some breads. Know what I mean? Right, get them in the oven. Okay, the time has come. The baking is done. That was about 25 minutes in the oven at 220 degrees, and here is the finished product. Look at those beauties. Beautiful hollow sound, which lets you know it's baked. Now this is a pièce de résistance. Let's break them apart. Oh, look at the steam. Look at that. For fresh bread. That's beautiful, isn't it? That's because I'm a baker. Now you put it on a cooling tray like such. It allows it to cool down all around. If you leave it on a flat surface, it's baker's top tip, it'll sweat underneath. So leave it like that until it's cooled down, then cut it up and enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly with some more baking. I'll show you how to make pork pies, sausage rolls, all from scratch. Take care all. Be good. Macman out.